August 2024 is going to make you want to pull your hair out. We've got some frustrating energy ahead. There will be obstacles, there will be setbacks, and there will be delays. But ultimately, this energy is giving you the opportunity to instill deeper and stronger beliefs in yourself, in the universe, in God, in whatever it is that you believe in. Hi, I'm Bella. I use tropical Western astrology and the whole sign house system to interpret the stars and the movement of the planets to help you on your spiritual journey. And if you like what I have to say, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my page and hit that bell notification to stay updated every time I post. And if you love astrology, I also have an astrology app called Astro Bella that's available on the App Store and in Google Play that provides you with your birth chart, your daily horoscope, your yearly horoscope, the description of all your planetary positions, and so many more astrological goodies. All right, let's dive right in because we have a monumental month ahead. Now, there are two massive energies occurring this month that we're going to focus on. One being the Mercury Retrograde, which we're probably already feeling as we are in the shadow phase right now as I'm recording this, and the Jupiter-Saturn Square. Let's talk about this Jupiter-Saturn Square because this is the biggest aspect of the month and we're going to be feeling it all throughout the month. Okay, Jupiter and Saturn, they're slow moving planets and they don't interact with one another very often, but when they do, that is a checkpoint. That is a checkpoint on how far we've progressed. And with it being a square, this could be a harsh checkpoint, a harsh reality check. Saturn is a harsh teacher. It wants to teach you stuff, but in a tough way, not in the easiest way. Jupiter is also a teacher. Jupiter is a kinder, more benevolent teacher, a more healing and nurturing teacher, while Saturn, it's giving you some tough love, okay? And Saturn in this case is in Pisces, where it's been since last March. Jupiter is in Gemini, where it's been since May. Jupiter doesn't do too well in Gemini. Jupiter is drowning in Gemini. I mean, Jupiter is going to bring positive results wherever it is because Jupiter is the great benefic. But Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is all about facts and logic and thinking and understanding. And Jupiter is all about faith and trust and belief. So Jupiter is drowning in a lot of facts and information in Gemini right now. Ultimately, Jupiter wants to expand and grow. But Saturn's coming in and slowing down this progress, slowing down the growth and the expansion, which can be a good thing because Jupiter is drowning a little bit in Gemini. So we're slowing down and we're looking back on how much we've learned, how much we've grown, how much we've expanded. And Jupiter and Saturn, they started a new cycle back in 2020. On the winter solstice in 2020, December 21st, 2020, Jupiter and Saturn had their great conjunction in the sign of Aquarius at 0 degrees. And this was a massive new beginning. This was the birth of new ideals, new beliefs, a new perspective on the world, on reality, on ourselves, a new understanding. So think back to 2020, the end of 2020. That was a pivotal year for us. And a lot changed in 2020, obviously. It was a monumental year. Our perspective on reality shifted, especially by the end of the year, okay? So this could have been a new phase in your life, a new phase of understanding, new beliefs. You adopted new beliefs at this time, but for better or for worse. But this is kind of a checkpoint, looking back on how far you've progressed since then. And are the new beliefs that you adopted during that time, are you instilling them? Are you practicing them? Are you living in accordance to your beliefs? Are you living in accordance to all of the realizations that you made in 2020 and all the realizations that you've made since then? And even the realizations that you've made since Jupiter's been in Gemini, since Saturn's been in Pisces. What have you learned? How has your perspective changed? Did it become stronger? Did you learn to believe in yourself more and your own power and your power to create your own reality? Did you start to believe that anything is possible during this time? Maybe you felt defeated. Maybe your beliefs turned into something dark. But I hope that you instilled some empowering beliefs in the past 4 years, because you're still standing and you're watching this video and you want answers, okay? So I'm hoping that you instilled some powerful beliefs, okay? But now the universe is coming in and saying, how strong are those beliefs? How strong can you hold on to those beliefs? Because the universe is coming in and it's bringing you obstacles right now. This is a period where you could get very excited about something, okay? Very excited about expanding, especially in regards to the Gemini part of your chart, okay? Because that's where Jupiter is, bringing that expansion. Then Saturn in Pisces is coming in and saying, let me just block that. Let me bring an obstacle. Let me limit you. Let me make you feel limited and make you very aware of your limitations. How are your beliefs going to change in the face of adversity? Are you going to become fearful? Are you going to stop believing in yourself? Are you going to stop believing in the universe? What's going to happen to your faith? Because you will be tested. It's inevitable. There will be moments where you get really excited and then you will be let down. This month will be like a roller coaster, up and down and up and down. But ultimately, it's your choice what you choose to believe, what beliefs you will come out of this month holding on to. Are you going to give in to the fear? Are you going to give in to the doubt, to the second guessing? Are you going to let these obstacles change your beliefs about yourself? Are you going to continue to believe that it is possible, or is it going to feel like it's impossible? It's ultimately up to you how you face this adversity. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to give up? That's what this month is asking you. You've come so far since 2020. Are you going to keep expanding, or are you going to let this moment in time stop you altogether? It's not going to be easy and it's not going to be fun, but it's going to make you stronger, and it has the potential to strengthen your beliefs. And you could come out of this month feeling so much more confident and so much more empowered, okay? And Saturn in Pisces, it wants you to incorporate some sort of spiritual beliefs, okay? Because Saturn has been working hard in Pisces to take all of your spiritual beliefs and help you find a way to apply them to your practical reality, okay? So Saturn is in Pisces and Jupiter rules Pisces. So Saturn is in this position where it's in Jupiter's sign. Okay, so Saturn is being hosted by Jupiter. So Saturn feels good in this aspect because it's in reception, okay, which means it's sitting in Jupiter's sign. And it's able to help you connect to your intuition, to your spirituality, but take this deeper intuition and take your spiritual beliefs and learn to use them, okay, to instill that deeper trust, to instill that deeper faith in the face of adversity. It's tapping into something greater than yourself to help you get through the dark and through the challenges. So this is a pivotal and monumental month, okay? This is the first time that Jupiter and Saturn have squared off since 2016, okay? They don't make this aspect very often, but when they do, it comes in to test you to see how strong you really are and how strong these beliefs are, okay? But it's not this time to like move ahead, because when you take on new things, you're gonna be blocked. That's exactly what it is. You'll get excited about something, whether it's a new job or an opportunity or a potential lover or potential new friendship. You'll get excited. You'll get excited about wherever Gemini is in your chart. You'll get excited about that thing, but then it won't turn out what you thought it was going to be. You're going to be let down. Okay, you're going to be like, oh no, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I thought. This isn't what I thought it was going to be. So maybe that means that I'll never get it. Maybe that means I'll be alone forever. Maybe that means I'll never make money. Maybe that means I'll always be broke. Maybe that means that I'm doomed. Are you going to give in to these fears? Are you going to stop believing in yourself just because you face some setbacks? Or are you going to say, you know what, this is happening for a reason and I'm going to be okay? I know I'm meant to have success in all aspects of my life and I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep believing in myself. Or are you going to give in to the fears? Ultimately, it's up to you. You get to decide, okay? So don't let these obstacles and challenges knock you down. And even if they do, get back up. Keep going. You're being tested, okay? And you are much stronger than you think you are. And you can overcome these challenges. Do not give up. On top of that, we have the Mercury retrograde, which is also super frustrating and annoying. Mercury will be retrograde from August 5th to August 28th. It is going retrograde in the sign of Virgo at 4 degrees, and it will retrograde all the way back into the sign of Leo at 21 degrees. Okay, so the Virgo part of your chart and the Leo part of your chart will also be impacted. Now, Mercury retrogrades, they don't have to be that frustrating if you know how to handle them. This is not a time to trudge ahead, to move forward, to start new things. This is a time to slow down. And you have to be okay with slowing down. You have to be okay with pausing and reflecting and reconsidering and revisiting things from your past and things that you may have missed. When we're always go, 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 we do miss things, okay? We leave things behind that may have benefited us. This is an opportunity to re-explore past opportunities, past potential lovers, past potential friendships. We have the opportunity to go backwards a little bit and reincorporate things that we left behind. So if we're aware of that and we allow ourselves to slow down and we don't take on anything new and move forward in any new way or try to have deep conversations because we could be lost in translation. And if we just kind of allow ourselves to sit with this energy, to reflect, to go within, to reconsider things, it can benefit us a lot. But the frustrating part of Mercury retrograde is when we're trying to do so many things, but then we're being blocked, we're being stopped. And so if you work with this energy, it will benefit you, but don't be afraid to slow down. Don't be afraid to pause. Don't be afraid to look within. Don't be afraid to go backwards sometimes. You don't always have to move forward. There could be gold nuggets that you left behind that you have the opportunity to bring back now. Okay, so I'm going to go over through all the signs of how this is going to impact you personally. So you will face these frustrating obstacles, with the Jupiter-Saturn Square, with Mercury being in retrograde. Mars is also meeting up with Jupiter in the sign of Gemini, and Mars is our energy and our ambition, our drive, our passion. Jupiter's expanding upon that. So we could have this moment of excitement and wanting to move forward. But then Mars will also square Saturn right before Jupiter squares Saturn in the middle of the month. And so that's another indication of us getting excited about something and then being blocked, being rejected, feeling like something's standing in our way and that we can't move forward. And it's going to be annoying. You'll want to pull your hair out. Just know that this is the name of the game, okay? This is just the nature of the energy this month, okay? And with Mars squaring Saturn, it's like we're going to feel like we have all this energy when Mars meets up with Jupiter. But then Mars will meet up with Jupiter on the 14th, and then it will square Saturn on the 16th. So it's like burst of energy, and then boom, there we hit a wall, and our energy goes down, and we start questioning everything. So it's frustrating with Mars squaring Saturn and then Jupiter squaring Saturn. Jupiter squaring Saturn is going to be even more monumental because it's making us look at the bigger picture and our bigger beliefs and our bigger ideals and how far we've come. So everything this month is indicating that if we try to move ahead, and it's like the minute we get excited about something is the minute that we come face to face with this wall, this blockage. Not fun, right? But I mean, you guys are going to be aware of this energy because you're watching this video, okay? You are empowering yourself. Your awareness of this energy is empowering you, okay? So when the frustration comes, see it as an opportunity to be even better, to get up and to try again and to do even better. And it might not even come till after the retrograde and after this energy clears. But the thing about the Jupiter-Saturn square is that it's happening 3 times, okay? It's going to make this first square since the conjunction on the 19th. And then it will Saturn will square Jupiter again in December around Christmas Eve. And then we'll do it one more time next year. But Jupiter and Saturn will be in different signs next year, okay? So it's going to be totally different energy. Still very frustrating, but this is kind of like we're going through a series of tests and challenges right now so that we can evolve, so that we can grow, so that we can become stronger, so that we can believe in ourselves more. Okay, do not give up hope. Do not give up faith, okay? These tests are making your faith stronger, or they have the opportunity to do so. So keep going, don't give up. And I'm going to discuss how this is going to impact you based on your rising sign. You can check your sun and moon as well for some secondary energy, but your rising sign is going to directly correlate with the house that all of this energy is happening in. So make sure to listen for your rising sign first and foremost, and I'll go through it. So let's get into it. Aries. So you start off the month with some nice energy because there's going to be a Leo new moon in your 5th house of creativity and romance. And that's happening on the 4th. So you have the opportunity to set some powerful intentions in regards to romance, love. This could be a new romantic endeavor, but it will be tested later on. So even if you start a new relationship or a new creative project, it's going to be reevaluated because Mercury is actually going retrograde. It will retrograde back into your 5th house as well. So that could be tested. You could have lovers from your past come up to kind of remind you what it is that you really want out of love, whether it's for better or for worse. But that's a really nice energy. So you could set some powerful intentions on that new moon in Leo in your 5th house on the 4th. But then on the 5th, Mercury will go retrograde. So that is a little bit of frustrating energy. It's going retrograde in Virgo, which is your 6th house of health, work, and routines. So you're going to be reflecting upon your health habits, your daily routines, how you're structuring your life, a lot of practical matters. Things could slow down at work. You could revisit past opportunities within your job or reincorporate things that you kind of left behind in regards to how you do your job. Or you can even explore like a past job opportunity. It can come back around. But then Mercury will go into Leo and retrograde at those last 9 degrees there. And so that's what's going to challenge you in regards to love and romance. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but just don't be surprised if you have lovers from the past pop up that want to re-explore something with you. Ultimately, it's up to you whether you think it's to your greater benefit to explore something with a past lover. But you can also start working on a creative project that maybe you left behind, something that you were interested in the past that you just forgot about. You could re-explore those creative passions, creative pursuits. I would definitely use this energy to look back on old creative projects. It's not a time to start new creative projects, even though you did have a new moon in the 5th house. You could set your intentions for where you want your creativity to take you, but actually starting a project is not to your benefit right now. I would, work on something that's already been initiated instead of starting something new. So you're ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars is meeting up with Jupiter this month in the sign of Gemini. So that's actually going to give you a boost of vitality. And this is happening around the 14th of August, the same day that Mercury goes back into your 5th house. That's going to be interesting because it'll bring positive opportunities to you. You'll feel really good. You'll feel very expansive and abundant, and you could attract some really good opportunities during that time because your Mars rules your physical body. So you're going to feel good and your aura is going to be very bright. People are going to be drawn to you. But right after Mars meets up with Jupiter, it's actually squaring Saturn. So you could have this burst of energy and excitement only to experience frustration and delays 2 days later. Now, Mercury retrograde is also already bringing in frustration and delays into your life. But because your chart ruler, Mars, will be squaring Saturn, the planet of limitation and blockages, you could feel kind of like you hit a wall in the middle of the month. This is happening on the 16th. So just limitations and frustrations, things just coming in and making you feel rejected or defeated. Just look at rejection as redirection, okay? And know that there's going to be a lot of ups and downs this month, and you're going to feel high and you're going to feel low. But it's up to you whether you keep going or not, okay? You're being tested. You're being tested in a big way. And that third house where Mars is there's going to be a big emphasis on that third house. And this is your mind. This is how you think, how you learn, how you understand, how you communicate. So there could be challenges that you have in regards to how you communicate. And, if you're working on something that involves your mind, learning or writing, you could face obstacles where you feel like you don't understand something, or you can't communicate something, or you can't express something. You feel blocked in your mind. You're not thinking clear, and it's frustrating. Just be okay with that energy. Just sit with that energy, even if it feels like, it makes you doubt yourself. Just be okay with not knowing. Be okay with being unclear. Be okay with the frustration. It's okay not to know all the time. And then with Jupiter in your third house, so it's like you probably learned a lot since Jupiter's been in your third house, but now you're starting to doubt your abilities. You're starting to doubt your own intelligence, your own ability to communicate. You're starting to doubt that because you're experiencing challenges in that area where you're questioning your own intelligence. And with Jupiter squaring Saturn as well, there's going to be even more of an indication of that, where it's like you get excited about a learning project, a writing project, about your communication skills, and then you're feeling blocked. And Saturn is in your 12th house, okay? And 12th house is our subconscious and things that are hidden. So Saturn is coming in, and it's like, it's the obstacles that are coming in your way are hidden obstacles. So there could be stuff from your subconscious, like buried insecurities or buried pain that is blocking you. These obstacles are coming from a very deep and hidden place, and it's in essence, you're questioning your self-worth. Okay, you're being challenged, and you're questioning your confidence in yourself, your self-worth, and you're being tested. And ultimately, you can instill some stronger beliefs in yourself and look within and deal with these hidden insecurities. And I mean, if you numb yourself and hide and ignore the pain that's coming up right now, it's gonna be even harder. But if you face these insecurities that are coming up head on, and you face whatever is coming up from your subconscious, and you ask yourself some hard questions, you actually have the opportunity to instill greater beliefs this month in your abilities and in your ability to learn and in your mind, even if you're moving a little bit slower during this time. So, if your confidence is tested and your belief in yourself is tested, just know this is only temporary. And yes, it's frustrating, and yes, you feel like you're not making any sense and nothing is making sense, and your mind is just unclear, and there's like stuff within you that needs to be looked at. Look at the deeper pain, look at those deeper insecurities, figure out where they're coming from, deal with them, but don't lose faith. Your faith is being tested, and so it's going to be easy to feel like you don't believe in yourself anymore. But just trust that this is all happening for a reason, and be okay to slow down, be okay with not knowing, be okay with being unclear. Sit with everything that you've learned and really allow yourself to marinate in all these new lessons that you've learned recently, and try not to take on any new lessons, okay? Because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to learn new things at this time. You need to just allow yourself to integrate the lessons that you have learned recently. Okay, and there is going to be a full moon in your 11th house as well, and the full moon is happening on the same day as the Jupiter-Saturn Square, so that's the 19th. So you can start to see people in your life, because the 11th house represents your friendships, networks, people that you're involved in, your community, your social groups. They could come up. There could be something beautiful that happens, and in regards to your friendships, people could come in and you could feel very supported by others. But at the same time, the sun and moon will be squaring Uranus. So it could be something unexpected from friendships that comes up. People in your life challenge you. The right people will come and support you, but then the people who are not meant to be in your life, they might surprise you, they might shock you, they might challenge you, but that will give you like a wake-up call to where it's like, okay, these people are not meant to be in my life. So you can actually, there could be some friendships that end during this month as well. So pay attention to that. Mercury will go direct on the 28th, so things will be easier. And then Venus will go into Libra at the end of the month, which is your 7th house. So on the 29th, Venus will enter your 7th house of partnerships. So there could be more of a focus on relationships, and potentially towards the end of the month, that could bring in a new love, or the love that you already have can be strengthened. So that's something to look forward to. But don't give up. Go easy on yourself. Go within. Take it slow. And don't lose faith. All right, best of luck. Taurus, the retrograde is happening in your 5th house, the Mercury retrograde, of romance, of children, of creative projects. And it will be going back into your 4th house of home and family. Now, while Mercury is in retrograde in your 5th house, you could have lovers from your past come up, past exes come up, that want another chance. It's ultimately up to you what you want to do with that energy, if you want to give them another chance or not. But that is something to be wary of. You could be exploring past creative projects that you were working on. They can come up again. You could put some finishing touches on a past creative project. And then Mercury will go into your 4th house, retrograde back into your 4th house of home and family in the middle of the month on the 14th. So that could bring up some conflicts from the past with your family that need to be looked at. Past conflicts could come up to be resolved with your family. Stuff from your childhood, pain, insecurity, things are coming up. You're really reflecting on your life in a very deep way. The 4th house is the deepest, darkest, most intimate, personal part of our charts. Okay, so you're really looking deep within. You're analyzing some deeper feelings, and it's going to be very frustrating. You could have a lot of misunderstandings with family members at this time, just not able to communicate your needs properly. Okay, so be patient with yourself and be patient with your family, because this retrograde could bring a little bit of chaos on the home front. So be aware of that. This is not a time to move, not a time to make new purchases or invest in property. Don't do any of that. Don't sign a lease. Just wait till the retrograde is over, okay? Because this is not the time to start anything new in regards to real estate or your home, or like starting a new remodeling project in your home. I wouldn't do that. Apart from the retrograde, there's a lot of energy in your 2nd house of finances, because Jupiter is there, and as you know, Jupiter brings expansion wherever it is. So there's been a huge focus on your finances, and you probably got really excited with Jupiter entering your 2nd house, because this is the money house. So money has been a big topic for you. But this is the month where you may realize that it is going to be a little bit harder than what you thought in regards to money. It may require more work. It may require you to overcome some uncomfortable challenges, have some uncomfortable conversations around money. You may have to work a little bit harder than you anticipated, but it's not impossible. So your beliefs around money are going to be tested. And ultimately, it's up to you whether what beliefs you choose to instill this month, okay? Because you've learned a lot, and you're really good with money. You're security oriented. You're a Taurus, these things are important for you. You're very attuned to the material world, and you value money more than other signs. But you're going to be tested, and you're going to be challenged in regards to your finances, and it may be frustrating, and it will push you to kind of lose faith in your ability to earn a certain amount. But if you accept these challenges and obstacles and setbacks without spiraling into this negativity and this frustration, you can actually instill some stronger beliefs. And you can find these lessons within the challenges in regards to money. And it's okay to shift, maybe you have to do things differently in regards to money. So Jupiter in your second house, you have been growing with finances, but Saturn is in your 11th house, right? So there could be something in regards to your friendships that challenges your money. This is not a good time to loan money to your friends or get involved in any kind of money-making ventures with friends, okay? Your friends could come in and impose restrictions on you or question you or make you feel like you're not able to do what you need to do. And there's just some sort of you need to put other people's opinions to the side and kind of keep your financial aspirations to yourself. Work in silence. Don't share all of your money-making goals with your friends. It's not a great time to talk about money with friends or let them know how much you're making or how much you plan to make, or let them know that, you're dealing with these obstacles, because they're going to give you the wrong advice, the wrong opinions right now. So keep your friendships and your finances separate, okay? Do not let them in on what you're doing. There will also be a full moon in your 10th house this month on the 19th. The 19th is when Jupiter square Saturn. And then that's also when there's a big full moon in your 10th house. So there could be this culmination, this release in your career. It could be an ending on one level, but it can also be a reward. It's something coming into fruition in regards to your career, because it is your 10th house of career. But the full moon is actually going to be making a harder aspect with the Uranus. So you could have some unexpected challenges come up in your career. And this could go hand in hand with the unexpected challenges in your finances, okay? While Mercury is retrograding in your 5th and 4th house, so going within. So this is a time when you are going to be tested, and you're really going to have to look within to find solutions. Your faith is going to be tested, and your abilities to make money and your ability to have success in your career. You may be thrown some curveballs in regards to your career. It's not going to be easy. Venus, your ruler, is going to be opposing Saturn. On the same day that Jupiter and Saturn are squaring off, Venus will be in a T-square with them. So your self-worth is going to be tested. Your beliefs about yourself are going to be tested. Your relationships could be tested. This is a very testing month for you. Venus will also be trining Pluto at the end of the month. So at the end of the month, you can realize your true power. But in order to do so, you're going to have to go through these series of challenges. And you can instill a deeper faith in yourself, in your self-worth, how much you believe in yourself, or you could, give into the fear and give into the limitation. It's really up to you. You've come very far. You've gone through a lot. And this is like a checkpoint. This is a reality check. And the universe is asking you, do you, even if all these obstacles are coming your way, are you still going to continue to believe in yourself and know that you're capable? Or are you going to let the other people get into your head and make you question yourself? This is a very internal time. This is a process that you need to do on your own. And you have the opportunity to make some huge realizations, to become so much stronger, but you need to be kind with yourself in the process, okay? Venus will also oppose Neptune later this month before it enters Libra. And Venus will be in Virgo for most of the month, and Venus is weakened in Virgo. It doesn't do very well in Virgo, so Venus is directly impacting you. So it's not going to be the strongest month for you. You're being tested on every single level. It will be opposing Neptune right before it enters Libra, where it's going to be strong. So the end of the month will be good. Mercury will go direct on the 28th. It'll enter Libra on the 29th. But right before, it enters Libra. It's going to be opposing Neptune, so you could feel very confused towards the end of the month, but then there's going to be a clear shift. And then it will go on to Libra to trine Pluto. So sit with the confusion, sit with the uncertainty, sit with the doubts, okay? You don't have to believe them, but accept them and choose to believe something else, okay? And even in the uncertainty and in the unclarity, just sit with it and know that clarity will return. And if you make it through this month, Taurus, you're going to come out so much stronger on the other side. And when Venus trines Pluto, you're going to feel like I am like the phoenix rising from the ashes. I've emerged from all this. And you could actually come out of this month believing in yourself so much more. But you'll be tested, you'll be challenged. So don't give up, keep going. And it's okay to go slow. It's okay to go within. It's okay to heal yourself on a deeper level. It's okay to face the past. Don't run from it. Don't numb yourself. Face these things as they come head on, even if they will be uncomfortable, and you will make a lot of money. Even if you're tested right now, you'll make more than what you thought, but it's your choice what you want to believe about money and about yourself. So, Gemini, this is going to be a challenging month for you because you're ruled by the planet Mercury, and Mercury is going into retrograde. So, it's going to be in your best interest to slow down this month and to reflect, to revisit the past, to reconsider things that you may have left behind. If you try to figure out things and make sense of the world around you like you normally do, you're going to become more frustrated because things won't make perfect sense. And you won't be able to communicate as clearly as you want to. And you love to communicate. Communication is so important to you. It's what brings you ultimate satisfaction. But this is not the month to have that understanding, to create that perfect understanding that you're always craving, because your ruler is retrograding. So it's more about reflecting, going within, slowing down, and reconsidering things from your past. Now, Mercury is retrograding in the sign of Virgo, and Virgo rules your fourth house of home and family, and then it will be retrograding back into your third house, which is Leo, and that is thinking and communicating. So even more emphasis on understanding in the mind and learning. The first half of the month, it will be retrograde in Virgo, so there could be you reconsidering things from your past, because the fourth house is your past. It's your childhood, it's your parents, it's your family, it's your home. So this is a time when you may have past childhood issues, past family issues come up again to be looked at, to be revisited. Things that you thought that you healed from could come back up. Pain from your past needs to be looked at again, to be reassessed, to be given a little bit more love, to be healed a little bit more deeper. You can have family issues come up, misunderstandings with family members, a conflict with family members about stuff that you thought was resolved. It could come up again, which could be frustrating. This isn't a time to move. This isn't a time to buy a house. If you're doing so, I mean, if you already started the process, it's going to be okay. But if it's like you want to move somewhere, it's not the best time to do it. I would wait until after the retrograde. Then when Mercury goes into your third house on the 14th, this is going to affect you on a mental level. And it'll be frustrating. If you want to learn something new at this time, this is not a time to like take a new class or learn something new or learn a new skill. This is a time to sharpen skills that you've already learned. Maybe you took a class or a course. Maybe this is a time when you want to review your notes or become more interested in something that you learned in the past. You could even retake a class at this time that you've already taken, or reread your notes, or gain deeper knowledge on something a skill that you've already acquired. If you do that, it's going to benefit you. But if you try to take on new mental pursuits, it's going to be super frustrating for you. So be aware of that. As the month progresses, Mercury will actually, on the 18th, make a cazimi with the sun, which means that there will be a moment of clarity, which will be awesome. But at the same time, on the same day, Mercury will square Uranus. So it could be like really shocking you could have just shocking insights come to you, and they could be from your past. You could be a little bit uncomfortable truths can come up, unexpected, out of the blue, like, oh my God, I missed this. I cannot believe I missed this. And it could be like intense and jolting, like, oh my God, this is too much. So there could be a lot of chaos in the mind. Just sit with it. It's going to be frustrating, but it's okay. Just remember to breathe, because this could be a lot on your nervous system as well. And then there's so much going on in your first house, because Jupiter is in your first house. So you're blessed. You're feeling abundant. This is a time for expansion and growth. But Saturn is coming in, squaring Jupiter, and it's making you feel ultimately blocked. So you may have had this new level of optimism come to you, and this excitement to expand and to grow and to become better. And you may have actually had a lot of opportunities come to you since Jupiter's been in your sign, but they're not coming as easily as you thought. And if you're wondering why your manifestations have not manifested as rapidly as you wanted, it's because you're being tested right now. And Saturn is in your 10th house of career. So there's something about your career that's coming in and it's challenging you. There's this tension between your desire to grow and express yourself and your need to create success in your business. And it's about finding the balance between expressing who you truly are and moving in the direction of your career goals and aspirations. Okay? Do they go hand in hand, or are they conflicting each other? Is who you are and what you're pursuing in your career, are those things aligned? If they're not, you're going to face some challenges right now. But Saturn on its own is really testing your beliefs about yourself, because Jupiter is in the first house of the self, and you want to grow and you want to become abundant. It's testing how confident you are. How much do you believe in yourself? And how much do you believe in the things that you want to manifest? Do you really believe that you're able to do these things? Do you really feel like you're capable of doing all these things that you dream about doing? This month is going to make you question yourself. But ultimately you're creating your own reality, and you get to choose what you believe. And when you're faced with these obstacles, and when you're faced with things standing in your way, how are you going to react in the face of adversity? Are you going to switch your beliefs and thinking, oh, maybe I'm not capable? Are you going to change your goals? Or are you going to say, it's okay, I'm facing these challenges and these setbacks and these obstacles, but they're happening for a reason, and there is a lesson there, and I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue to believe in myself. And you could really come out of this month with your beliefs being even stronger, and you could learn to be more confident about yourself. But you can't give up in the face of adversity, because there is going to be adversity, there's going to be frustration, there's going to be lack of clarity, and it's not going to be fun. And your beliefs are going to be tested, not only because Jupiter's squaring Saturn, but you have a full moon in your 9th house, which is the house of learning, of beliefs, of your ideals. The full moon in the 9th house is happening on the 19th, the same day that Jupiter is squaring Saturn. So this is another indication that your beliefs are going to be tested. And Uranus is squaring this full moon. So there could be things that are shocking, that are unpredictable, that come into your life and shake you to the core. And you're going to be like, what? I thought this was supposed to be a period of abundance and of growth. What's happening? Why do I feel this way? If you find the world knocks you down this month, find the strength to get back up, because it's going to get easier. This is a period of testing. This is a period of challenges. This is a period where the universe is trying to find out how strong your beliefs really are. Okay? And it's a period of slowing down. It's a period of being kind to yourself and forgiving yourself, and focusing on the past too, and focusing on what you need to heal from the past that hasn't been fully healed. Okay? It's a time to go within, to slow down, and to accept these challenges, and to choose how you want to see these challenges in your life. And just because you feel defeated now, it doesn't mean you're going to feel defeated forever. Okay? because Jupiter is going to continue traversing through your sign, and it's going to bring you blessings, okay? And the blessings are going to be bigger than you imagined, but you can't give up on them, okay? Ultimately, it's your choice. It's your choice whether you're going to feed into the fear and the negativity, or if you're going to keep going and you're just going to instill more faith in yourself, because it's all about you this month. Your ruler is going retrograde. Jupiter is in your sign. You're the one that's being tested. And this is a very personal journey for you this month, okay? This is you facing yourself this month, okay? You coming face to face with who you are, and ultimately you get to choose who you want to be this month. So I wish you the best of luck, Gemini. Cancer. So this month is going to bring Mercury retrograde in your third house to your second house. So your third house is all about communication, learning, the mind, mental activity. So you could experience some delays and frustrations in regards to how you communicate. If you're trying to learn something new, this might not be the month to do it, because you'll have a hard time understanding. And this month actually favors you relearning something that you've already learned before, and revisiting something from your past, relearning a skill, sharpening a skill that you started learning about from the past, okay? So if you're aware of that, it will actually benefit you, because you're not going to be working against the energy. If you try to take on learning a new skill, or start a new writing project, or take a class to learn something that you've never even thought about before, it may be hard to create that understanding for you. And with Mercury retrograding in your third house, there's also going to be challenges in regards to how you communicate with others, and there could be misunderstandings. So just be aware of that and try to focus more on the past. This retrograde is starting on the 5th, right? And on the 14th, it's going to move back into your second house. And the second house represents your finances, wealth, money. So this period also favors you re-exploring past money-making opportunities. Maybe there was an opportunity that was presented to you in the past that you ignored or that you looked over. This is your chance to revisit that money-making opportunity and maybe give it another go. This is also a chance to reflect on past financial decisions that you made and come to face with truth about them and figure out whether they were beneficial for you or not. This is not the time to take on new money-making opportunities and money-making ventures and to take risks in regards to money, because Mercury will also be squaring off with Uranus later this month around, I believe it's the 18th. And during that time, you can have some surprises or shocks in regards to your financial situation. So be okay with moving slow. This is not the time to trudge ahead and to take on new financial ventures and try and start a new business or anything like that. No, this is the time to slow down, to reconsider past investments and past decisions that you've made, to reconsider past opportunities, bring those back around. Mercury retrograde is all about reflection. It's about slowing down and revisiting the past. And because it's your third and second house, those are areas in your life where there are things that need to be reconsidered, okay? So allow this energy to work in your favor by doing so. Don't try to take on anything new. Now, as the month progresses, the Jupiter and Saturn square, that's some very big energy. You have Jupiter in your 12th house. And the 12th house represents your subconscious. And you may have been making strides in regards to your spirituality, spiritual healing, getting in touch with your spiritual abilities, your intuition, things like that. But that part of your life is being tested and challenged this month as well. So you just need to be kind with yourself this month, because you may have been very excited about your healing journey and feel like you have come a long way in dealing with things that are buried deep within you in your subconscious. And this is the month that makes you question all of that makes you question how far you've come and ask yourself, like, is all this effort paying off at all? Is all this deep inner work that I'm doing, is it leading to anything? Or are these wounds that are buried deep within me, are they going to be there for life? Is it hopeless? This healing spiritual journey that I'm on? Is there a point to any of it? Is all of these books that I'm reading and meditation and retreats and classes and workshops and all this work, is it for something? There could be some traumas or pain that you thought that you took care of, that you thought that you healed, that comes up again. You start feeling pain from past situations that you thought you healed. And your beliefs are really tested. Saturn is in your 9th house of beliefs. Okay, so there's been an emphasis on what your beliefs are since last March, and you've been really examining your deeper beliefs anyway. And now in regards to your growth in your spirituality, those beliefs are going to be tested too. You may feel like completely giving up this month. You may feel like there's no point, because you're going to face these challenges, these obstacles, and you may have gotten so excited about your spiritual abilities, and maybe your intuition was leading you to this magical place, but then all of a sudden you realize, oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe this isn't the truth. Maybe I'm not as powerful as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as gifted as I thought I was. These types of feelings and emotions are going to come up, but it's up to you how you choose to face them, okay? Are you going to go even deeper within and continue doing the work in the face of adversity, the spiritual work, the healing work? Are you gonna see these roadblocks that come up now as the end, or are you just gonna see it as one little bump in the road that you can overcome? You are instilling deeper beliefs in so many ways this month, and your trust in yourself and your spiritual abilities and your connection to energy and your intuition, it's up to you. You have a very strong intuition, but you may doubt your intuition this month, okay? But you also have the opportunity to develop a deeper intuition, okay? It's important to slow down, to breathe. You might need to spend some time alone. You might need to just reflect on your thoughts. But ultimately, it's your choice this month if you're going to continue to evolve or if you're going to give up altogether. But you will be tested, and it's the name of the game. And you may be thrown for some curveballs too. There's a full moon happening in the sign of Aquarius, and you are ruled by the moon, okay? So for you, full moons are going to have extra emphasis. And this full moon is happening in your 8th house, which is another very deep house. It's a very deep month for you. The 8th house is all about rebirth and transformation, okay? And our psyche and things that are hidden in our psyche. So there's a lot of deep processes going on this month. And what you could see the results of your transformation with this full moon, but it might not look like what you thought it was going to look like. Because this full moon that's happening on the 19th, by the way, same day as the Jupiter square Uranus, is squaring off with Uranus. A lot of squares to Uranus this month, so there's going to be this element of surprise and shock, and it might be uncomfortable. Your transformation is not going to look like what you thought it was going to look like, okay? Your growth, and you may feel like you're not making as much progress as you thought you would make, as you anticipated. But are you going to let that stop you? Or are you going to continue? And are you going to trust? And are you going to have faith? And are you just going to strengthen your intuition and believe in it even more, even if you're questioning it? This month is challenging on such a deep level. And if you're numbing yourself this month, or if you're trying to escape reality this month, it's going to become even harder for you. And this energy is so internal that it might be really easy to miss, okay? So if you're partying and moving ahead and you're not focused on your inner world, you could even miss all of this. But there is so much opportunity for building inner strength this month, so pay attention to that. This is not a month of new things, of revelations. This is a month of being tested. You're being tested upon everything that you've learned, and all the spiritual strength that you've gained since 2020, that's being tested right now. The universe wants to know how strong you really are in regards to your spirituality, in regards to your beliefs, in regards to your deeper abilities and intuition. And you have the opportunity to instill deeper trust and to heal on a deeper level and to continue down this healing journey and to trust that you are moving in the right direction, even if the universe brings these obstacles to you along the way. But you can handle it, Cancer. I believe in you. Keep going. Don't give up, and give yourself a little extra love this month. Leo. So the month starts off pretty good for you because you do have a new moon in your sign on the 4th. And that new moon is a really great opportunity for you to set some powerful intentions in regards to your goals, where you're going, and yourself, and how you want to show up in the world, and to align with the person that you really want to be. Now, you're going to face challenges in that same part of your chart later in the month because you are having a retrograde in your sign, okay? The retrograde begins in Virgo and then it's moving back into Leo. So use this new moon to stand strong in who you are and to envision the future that you want for yourself, because your belief in yourself will be tested this month in many ways. So use this new moon because it's beautiful energy. It's sextiling Mars and Jupiter. And it wants you to set some intentions that may take a while to manifest, but use that energy to envision the future that you want, okay? Before the retrograde takes over and all of these other crazy aspects that are going to challenge us take over. Mercury retrograde begins on the 5th and it goes till the 28th. And it's going to begin in Virgo, which is your second house of finances. So you may be tested in that area of your life because you'll have to reconsider some financial decisions. And you may have to ask some harder questions about your finances and figure out if the decisions that you made up until this point actually benefit you or not. And this is not a time to start new money-making opportunities. This is a time to reflect on the ones that you've already taken on from the past. And you could make adjustments to past financial opportunities that you've taken on, or you could even reincorporate or reconsider money-making opportunities that you didn't see the value in the past. You could start to see the value in now, and you might want to reconsider them. Then when Mercury retrograde moves into your sign, Leo, on the 14th, that's when things get a little tricky, okay? Because this is you. This is the self. This is who you are. This is your energy. And this could be very frustrating because, you had the new moon, so you probably got really excited about the future, but this isn't the time to move towards that future. This is the time to really check in with yourself, to go within, to slow down, to be still, to really analyze the decisions that you've made for your life up until this point, and to ask yourself if they're actually benefiting you, and to ask yourself, like, am I moving in the right direction that my soul really wants to move in? What are my beliefs about myself? How do I feel about myself? How is my confidence? Am I acting confidently in my life, in my work, in my day-to-day? Who am I? These are the kind of questions you have when Mercury is retrograding through your first house of the self. You're figuring out who you really are, and you could be bringing back aspects of who you really are from your past that you could have left behind. Like maybe there was a part of you that was more confident when you were younger or something like that, or there was a version of you that did stand up for yourself more. Well, this is an opportunity to bring that version of you back, to look back in the past and think about, when was I the most confident and the most, trusting of myself and believing and just moving forward with ease, not second guessing? When was that? Are there elements of that part of my life that I can bring back now? This could be a very empowering time. But if you try to take on new things and move forward, it could be a very frustrating time because you will be met with roadblocks and challenges and miscommunications. So that's that. And then there's a lot of energy going on in your 11th house. Okay, the Jupiter is in your 11th house, and Saturn is squaring Jupiter from your 8th house, okay? So you may have been very excited to expand your social circle, and you may have had little glimpses of what that could look like, and excitement about, growing either on social media or in your social life or with your groups of people, meeting people. But you're going to face challenges. You're going to face challenges in regards to the people in your life. And you're going to realize you may get excited about a new friend or a potential group to be a part of or a potential growth online. But then it ends up not being what you thought or anticipated it was going to be. Like, you'll meet a new friend and they let you down, kind of thing. Or, you join a particular group and it's just not what you thought it was going to be. And it does make you question your ability to have friends, who you are in social circumstances. You really start to question yourself this month in your social circles. And so Saturn in the 8th house, it's a very deep, the 8th house is a very deep place. And there could be, the 8th house represents what's buried in your psyche and hidden traumas, past traumas and stuff like that. And there could be this insecurity that comes up, or past traumas come up, they resurface to kind of make you question yourself and to question your ability to have friends, to be connected to other people, to collaborate in a powerful way, to meet your soul tribe, to be around people that love you, that support you. You start to question yourself because the universe could let you down this month and challenge you and make you think maybe I'm not worthy of having these friends, or there's no good people in the world, or I can't find the right people to collaborate with on this, or you just feel blocked in regards to being social, a social circle. And so, Jupiter wants you to expand in that area, but Saturn is imposing some limitations and restrictions. But ultimately, your beliefs are being tested about who you are and about your ability to be liked by others and to have people trust you and have the right people come into your life. And it's you need to develop stronger faith in yourself and not give in to the doubts, not give in to the fears. The 11th house also represents gains and hopes and wishes. And you could question whether your ultimate goals in life and the things that you really aspire towards are even possible. Because it's something very deep within you is coming up to make you doubt and question yourself. And it's not pleasant, especially because there's this energy of getting excited about something and then it not turning out the way that you want. And it's super frustrating and super annoying. But the universe is trying to see how strong your beliefs really are. And your faith is going to be tested and it's going to be uncomfortable. But if you allow yourself to slow down and just sit with all this discomfort and hold on to your faith even stronger during this period, you'll come out transformed on the other side. You'll come out unstoppable on the other side, because your confidence will increase, because you'll know it's even if the right people aren't in my life right now, I know that they will find me. I know that I will align with the right people that will help me, that will take me closer to my goals. I know my goals are obtainable. Your goals may feel unobtainable this month, and it's not going to be a good feeling. And you're going to say, well, maybe I should just set smaller goals for myself. You're going to feel very tempted to lessen your goals about, anything, really, your how much you can make, your job, anything in your life that you have goals towards. You're going to feel okay, well, I shouldn't be striving for this. Maybe I should just go for that because it's easier. Keep striving for the biggest thing. Strive for whatever your soul and your heart truly desires. Okay, don't let these obstacles stand in your way and stop you. Okay, ultimately, you get to decide. The power is in your hands. You get to choose what you do this month and what you choose to believe. And just know that you are being tested. And you could pass this test with flying colors, but it's going to require a lot of strength, a lot of patience, and a lot of trust. But I believe in you, Leo, so it's important that you believe in yourself as well and you overcome these challenges so you can come out stronger. All right, best of luck to you. Virgo, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a bit of a challenging month for you because you do have Mercury retrograde in your sign, and Mercury is your ruler. Okay, so it impacts you more than it would other signs because you're ruled by Mercury. This is yourself. It represents yourself, your vitality, who you are, how you feel. So Mercury retrogrades have a little bit more of an impact on you. and it's in your sign. So Mercury is strong in your sign because it rules you. It's in your first house, but with it retrograding, it really is pushing you to reflect, to go backwards, to reconsider certain things, to really figure out where it is that you're going, and to reconsider versions of yourself from the past that you may want to reincorporate. There could be versions of yourself that you left behind because you just got caught up in life and, you know, you just had to trudge ahead. But this is a chance where you could look to the past and ask yourself, like, was there a period of time when I was stronger, where I felt like I could handle anything, where I had more energy, where I had more confidence, where I had more willpower? You can really look to past versions of yourself and reincorporate those past versions of yourself. If you try to trudge ahead and move ahead and take on new projects, you're going to be very frustrated at this time, especially because your mind is not open to understanding right now. Your mind is like not really good at taking in new information during a Mercury retrograde. Your mind doesn't want to take in new information. Your mind wants to reflect on the past right now, and it's in your first house of the self. So it's about looking at past versions of yourself and figuring out if there was a version of yourself that was stronger and wiser. Maybe there was a time in your life when things were just felt a little bit easier. Now's your chance to bring that version back, to reincorporate versions of you, so that you can be stronger now. Venus will also be in your sign as well for most of the month. Venus will be in Virgo starting on the 4th. So that is also blessing you a little bit because, I mean, the Mercury retrograde is going to be tough. It's not going to be in your sign the whole time. It's moving into Leo as well after the 14th. But for most of the month, Venus will be in your sign. So that does give you a little bit of a boost because there is this emphasis on your beauty and your self-expression and your charm. So you could be super charming to people. You could attract a lot of things in your life. Your aura will be very bright and you could feel more attractive during this period. So it's not necessarily like a bad thing. I think Venus there is actually helping you a bit. But it's okay to slow down. Don't take on anything new. Then things are going to get a little deeper after the 14th because Mercury will retrograde back into your 12th house of the subconscious. So this energy is pushing you to kind of go deep within and to see what's going on a subconscious level and look at the pain or the frustration or the anger that you've buried deep within you. This is from the past, from things that have happened in your past. This is the time to go a little bit deeper on your healing journey, and you could reincorporate healing practices that you may have like lost connection with. Maybe you were doing breath work or meditation in the past. This is a time when you can reincorporate it, or yoga, or anything that kind of connects you with your subconscious mind and allows you to figure out what's going on deep within you. And stuff that you may have felt you already cleared or healed or worked on, it could come up again, and you could be faced with the subconscious stuff from your past, or it could be stuff that's been buried in your subconscious for a long time from something that happened in the past that needs to be looked at. It's a very deep inner time. It's a great time to just be alone, to meditate, to journal, to really check in on yourself on a deep level. A lot of internal processes going on. And so that's going to be really big energy for you. And so pretty much the whole month until the 28th, you're going to be like a little bit frazzled, just unclear, not communicating the best because you are ruled by Mercury. So just be aware of that. I want to talk about the Jupiter-Saturn Square because this is also really, really, really big energy for you because you have Jupiter in your 10th house of your career. Okay, so you may have felt like this expansion in your career, or like, you know, you've got opportunities that you were excited about and you're moving forward and you want to grow and you've got your eye on the prize and you're focused on success. Saturn is in your 7th house. So there is going to be something that's coming to block you and to stand in the way. And you could have gotten really excited about certain career opportunities, and then you realize this month that they're not exactly what you thought that they were going to be, not what you anticipated. And there could be certain challenges that come with opportunities that you were really excited about, right? come to you, and you thought that this was going to be the thing and it was going to take you to the next level and it was going to allow you to expand, but then you realize this is not what I thought it was, and it might not be the best thing, and this is actually a horrible opportunity. And you kind of realize that, but it really tests your beliefs about yourself, because in these challenges the universe is testing you about your belief. You could take on this pessimistic outlook, okay, where you're like, well, maybe I'm not meant for this ultimate success that I thought I was destined to have. And it's up to you whether you want to give in to those beliefs or not. Ultimately, it is your decision. Jupiter will be in your 10th house for a while, and you will be growing in your career. But because of the position of Saturn, there's going to be challenges that come along with it that ultimately can make you stronger, but it's what you choose to believe about yourself and your capabilities within your career. There could be something from the relationship part of your life. It could be a partner that's coming in to challenge you. You could even have to choose between your relationship or your career, or there's something about your relationship that's coming in and standing in the way of you growing in your career, and you kind of have to figure out how to create that balance, okay? Because Saturn is in your 7th house. It's been in your 7th house for a while, so you've been challenged in that area of your life, and now it's affecting your career growth. Okay, so don't ignore that. Don't ignore that. Don't ignore those deeper needs as well. Tend to your relationship, tend to your partner, tend to your needs within a relationship. But you can find the balance. Your relationship doesn't have to stand in the way of your ultimate career goals, or something that a partner is saying to you shouldn't make you doubt yourself, okay? Because if something that a partner is saying is making you doubt your ability to have success, then that might not be the person for you. But ultimately, you could come out a lot stronger and believe in yourself even more and your goals even more. But those goals and those bigger career aspirations may not come into fruition this month, okay? They're going to be delayed. You're going to realize that it might take longer than you anticipated it was going to take, but it's not impossible. And it's your choice whether you want to believe that or not. Whether you choose to believe it's not possible, it's possible, or to believe that it's possible, but it's going to take longer. It's going to require a little bit more work and a little bit more effort. But if you're willing to do that and to put in the time and the effort, then you'll be okay. Be wary of the Mercury retrograde as well, because this is all happening at the same time. Mercury will square Uranus around the 18th. So this could cause a lot of anxiety and frustration because you're ruled by Mercury. So be kind to yourself this month. Do the extra spiritual practices that you need. Breathe, meditate, take care of your nervous system, because there could be things that come out of the blue to kind of throw you for a loop. Okay, so breathe. And there's also there's a full moon that's going to be happening in your 6th house. Okay, so there could be something at work in your job that comes in and throws you off, throws you for a loop, something unexpected and anxiety inducing. And frustrating as well, because this full moon is squaring Uranus, and your ruler will square Uranus just the day before. So there's a lot of unexpected, unpredictable, and chaotic energy this month, and you're not really going to know how to react because everything is slowing down. Be kind to yourself. Take it easy. Don't lose faith in yourself. You're moving in the right directions. These setbacks are not dictating your future. Okay, all these setbacks are dictating how strong you really are, because it's all about how you react to them. Okay, so be kind to yourself. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. You're moving in the right direction, and you are growing in your career, even if it feels like you're at a standstill right now, and that's okay. You will get there. Do not lose faith, and I wish you the best of luck. Libra, the Mercury retrograde is going to start in Virgo, which is your 12th house, which represents your subconscious, your spiritual and hidden life. So there will be an emphasis on focusing on subconscious pain and subconscious fears, and hidden trauma and things from your past can reemerge, which will urge you to put a huge emphasis on your healing and to reflect on how far you've come in regards to your spirituality and healing. And you may want to reincorporate healing and spiritual practices from your past at this time too. This is a very deep and internal time at the beginning of the month when Mercury goes into retrograde. Mercury will retrograde back into your 11th house, which represents your friendships and your social circles. So there could be people from your past that come up at this time to, maybe you can rekindle a friendship with them. And there could be elements of your past that come back around through the people that you used to know, that you used to be friends with. And this could actually be really nice energy, reconnecting with people from your past. This is not a time to start to join a new group or to make new friends, because the friendships that you make now, they may not last. This is the best time to reflect on past relationships and actually work on improving relationships from your past, or past problems with friends can come up again to be looked at. So pay attention to that. So the retrograde, it's happening in a very deep place at the beginning of the month, and then it's going to impact your friendships. But also there could be disagreements and misunderstandings, miscommunications with people in your life, in your social circle, and your friends, and they could disappoint you, and you could be very frustrated with them and just feel unaligned with your friends during this month. Another thing to consider is that Venus will be in Virgo starting on the 4th, and Venus is your chart ruler, and Venus is a little bit weak in Virgo. So your vitality could be affected. So you're already going to be slowing down because of this retrograde. Your chart ruler is in its detriment in Virgo. It's not operating so strong, but it's going to be in your 12th house too. So it's also blessing you in a sense, because you are doing all this healing work, and Venus is making it a little bit easier to access deeper parts of your subconscious and to just approach your subconscious with love and with creative solutions to heal yourself on a deeper level. Okay, so you could have some unexpected stuff happen with your friends as well, because the Mercury retrograde in your 11th house, it's going to be squaring Uranus on the 18th. So your friends could shock you. They could do something that throws you for a loop, that's really frustrating, that's really agitating. So check up on your friends. They might piss you off. And then the Jupiter-Saturn Square, so that's happening in your 9th house. Jupiter is in your 9th house and Saturn is in your 6th house. So Jupiter is expanding upon your beliefs it's making you want to expand your horizons, to learn about the world, to travel, to just expand upon your learning and your wisdom and your beliefs in general. Jupiter does wonderfully in the 9th house, but then there's Saturn sitting in your 6th house, kind of blocking you and reminding you of your responsibilities and needing to have structure and order in your life. And it's kind of like a buzzkill. Okay, so it's like maybe you have these plans to travel, to see the world, to go back to school, to do all these exciting things. Maybe you start to instill deeper faith in something beyond yourself, like spirituality or religion, but it's like Saturn is coming in and it's making you question all that. Maybe you got excited to go on a trip. Maybe it's not going to happen anymore. Or maybe you thought that you were going to go back to school and you realized that it's not even possible. And like all the things that you were excited about and all the ways that you were learning and expanding and growing, you're going to feel blocked, which is going to make you question your own faith and spirituality. Because Saturn just wants you to get real and get serious, but it's about finding the balance between these two energy. Like, yeah, you can still take care of your practical world and do your job and do what you need to do, but you're allowed to want to expand and grow and to travel and to see the world and to do something differently and to explore your faith. You're allowed to do those things as well, but Saturn is going to bring in this level of pessimism, this level of doubt, this level of insecurity, which is going to be quite uncomfortable for you. But you need to just take it with a grain of salt and know that you are moving in the right direction and you are meant to evolve and expand and grow and instill these deeper beliefs. But Saturn is testing you and it wants to see how strong your beliefs really are. And you need to do your absolute best to hold on to this faith, because you have been more connected to faith with Jupiter in your 9th house. And Saturn wants to see how strong that faith is, because it's going to bring challenges and it's going to bring obstacles to your growth, where you feel like you feel defeated in regards to your expansion. But you have to keep going, okay? It's going to be this battle between your desire to grow and your need to take care of your responsibilities. You can do both. You can. And it's important to do both. But you could feel very burdened by your responsibilities this month, which could, make your faith, lessen your faith and test your faith. So you are going to be tested. It's your choice how you handle this. Also, your ruler, Venus, it's going to be opposing Saturn on that same day. It's making a T-square with the Jupiter and Saturn square. The opposition to Saturn will make you question yourself as well, because you're ruled by Venus. You could start to doubt yourself, to doubt your abilities. Insecurities could come up that you have to deal with, and you could feel very confused on how to move forward because your mind is off. Mercury's in retrograde. You're doubting yourself. You're being challenged. You're being tested. Then Venus goes on to oppose Neptune, and then trine Pluto. So there's this with Venus in Virgo opposing Neptune and Pisces. There's this confusion as well on how to move forward, and confusion about yourself, who you are, what you believe. Am I able to do it, or am I not able to do it? All these questions, all this doubt, all this fear, all this worry. It's like, it's not fun. But then when Venus trines Pluto right afterwards, it's going to show you your strength. If you get through all of this, your strength and your transformation will be revealed. If you make it out on the other side of August, you're going to realize how strong you really are. So there is just huge opportunity to just be a better person. And there's also going to be a full moon in your 5th house as well. And this is going to be a culmination of everything in regards to romance and creativity. So this could be something exciting. You can have a romance come into fruition. But at the same time, it's squaring Uranus, which is the planet of unpredictability. So it could also be something that throws you for a loop, kind of shocks you to your core, which is a romantic partner can do that to you and make you question yourself even more so. So this is going to be a series of intense challenges in your life based on you're going to question your beliefs. You're going to question yourself. You're going to feel limited. You're going to feel like you cannot expand anymore. But you cannot lose your faith. And you cannot lose this desire that you have to find meaning, okay? And to find truth and to find wisdom, because your soul wants that right now. So don't let these obstacles take that desire away, because you're meant to grow at this time. You're meant to expand and to expand your worldview. So keep going. Don't give up on yourself. This is an opportunity to show the world how strong you really are. So I wish you the best of luck. Scorpio, so you have a new moon in your 10th house on August 4th. There is a new moon in Leo, and this could be a new beginning in your career, but this is also a really great time to set some powerful intentions in regards to your career and your aspirations. You will be tested in regards to your career later this month, because Mercury Retrograde will go back into your 10th house. And there will be a lot of things that you need to reconsider and reanalyze in regards to your career. But it's okay, because you have this beautiful energy at the beginning of the month, and you can really set those powerful intentions at that point. And even if you don't fully start something new, you can really plant the seeds during that new moon. And then you'll have to kind of backtrack a little bit. But if those seeds are planted, those manifestations can come into fruition later. So use the new moon as a time to focus on the future, and then be okay with focusing on the past as well. So the retrograde is actually happening in Virgo, which is your 11th house, and then it'll move back into your 10th house of career. The retrograde in your 11th house will make you reconsider your friendships. You could have friends from your past come up. You can have challenges with your friendships, your current friendships. Your friends could piss you off. There could be miscommunications, misunderstandings within your social circle. And you're going to have to kind of slow down and consider who's meant to be in your life and who isn't. And there could be people from your past that come back into your life to kind of teach you a lesson. So go easy on yourself and your friends at this time, because misunderstandings could happen very easily. Then when the retrograde goes back into your 10th house after the 14th, that's when your career is going to slow down a little bit, and then you're going to have to revisit some past choices that you made in regards to your career, past aspirations. This could be positive if you know how to work with it, because this could be a time when you could reincorporate past career goals that you may have lost sight of because you were just so busy moving ahead, working towards the next thing, then the next thing, then the next thing, and there could have been certain things that you missed, opportunities that you missed, positive opportunities, but maybe you didn't see the value in them the first time around. So someone could have reached out to you with a business opportunity, and maybe you said no, maybe you just didn't think that it could lead to anything. Now's the time to reflect on that, to reconsider those missed opportunities and perhaps reincorporate them. So use that energy to reflect on the past in regards to your career. I wouldn't suggest changing careers or changing jobs or taking on like a new venture within your career or a new project, because it might be super frustrating, because Mercury rules the mind and communication and like learning and thinking. So if you have to learn something new or take on something new that requires a lot of mental energy in your career, you could get super frustrated and it could be very hard to understand new concepts. This is the time to reflect on old concepts that you left behind. So it's okay to slow down in regards to your career and reconsider. This is another time to take on new projects, because they're not supported. They're not supported for you right now. So, okay, Jupiter, I talked about the Jupiter-Saturn Square. That's going to be impacting your 8th house, right? Because Jupiter's in your 8th house of transformation, of the psyche, of healing, and also shared resources. So this could have been a very positive time with Jupiter in your 8th house towards your ultimate healing and psychological wounds and those coming up. And then, this also could be a time where your partner gains a lot of money in their job, and it's just a very deep and transformative time as well, very healing. But that's being challenged. But not only is Jupiter being challenged by Saturn, Mars, which is your ruler, is being challenged by Saturn as well, which is something really important to note, because whatever Mars is doing is going to affect you very much because it rules yourself. So Mars will be meeting up with Jupiter in your 8th house. So this is a really great opportunity to heal, and you're going to feel very good and energized and abundant and optimistic. The annoying part is that energy is not going to last. So right when you're starting to feel energized and optimistic, you're going to be met with challenges, because Mars will go on to square Saturn. It's meeting up with Jupiter on the 14th, and then it's squaring Saturn on the 16th. And that affects, Mars rules you. So you could have feelings of self-doubt, lack of confidence, insecurity. Things come up, challenges come up to make you question yourself ultimately. And then when Jupiter goes on to square Saturn, remember to be kind with yourself during this time, okay? Because you're being tested by the universe. And then Jupiter will square Saturn. Saturn is in your 5th house, okay, of creativity, of fun. So you've been getting more serious about creativity and about things that are normally enjoyable, but you've been getting serious about them with Saturn in the 5th house. But you may have felt creatively blocked, or blocked in regards to romance because of Saturn being in your 5th house, and now it's challenging your healing journey as well. So you may have felt like you're making strides in your psychological growth and your transformation, but Saturn is coming in with this seriousness, with this energy of like, no, you need to work harder. No, you're not doing enough. No, your psychological wounds there's nothing that you could do about them kind of feeling. It's like all of these wounds that you thought that you dealt with, that you thought were cleared, they come up and they're even stronger. And then you get discouraged, essentially. You get discouraged about your healing journey, and You feel blocked, you feel limited, and you're questioning whether you can truly heal yourself or you could truly transform yourself and truly gain the power that you thought that you were able to gain. Saturn is making you feel creatively blocked in a sense, and blocked in romance. It's making you get practical in a lot of ways, but it's also like instilling this heaviness. Like you're already doing all this deep transformational work, and you're looking into your deepest, most traumatic events. And with Jupiter there, it's you're healing your trauma, and Saturn's coming in and telling you that it's not enough. And then you question everything. And it's like, when will it end? How much more can I take? So your beliefs are being tested. You're questioning your own inner power. You're questioning your ability to heal. You're questioning your ability to transform. You're questioning your ability to deal with the past traumas in your life. Like, are you able to ever fully clear them? You can. Okay, you're a Scorpio. It's what you were born to do. And no matter what obstacles you face this month, don't give up. Keep going. Keep looking deep within you. There's nothing that you can't handle. And you're going to continue to grow and evolve and transform no matter how hard these obstacles are, and no matter how much your beliefs are tested. You're going to have a full moon in your 4th house, which is also a very deep part of you. And the full moon, and that's happening also on the 19th, the same day as the Jupiter squaring Saturn. The full moon in your 4th house is going to be a culmination of more of the healing work you've done. You can have some revelations related to your home and family as well. But it also can be very shocking because the full moon is squaring Uranus. So you could have some shocking revelations in regards to buried stuff from your childhood, stuff about your family come up that kind of throws you for a loop, that puts you even deeper down this psychological journey and asking yourself tough questions. This is a very deep internal and healing month for you, and your efforts towards psychological healing are going to be challenged. Your partner could be challenged this month too in regards to their finances. A lot of doubt can come up with the unexpected curveballs that are thrown at you to how much you can really transform. But don't lose faith, because you know who you are and you know your strength. And even if you don't feel very strong this month in the face of adversity, you still have access to that strength, and it's only going to continue to grow and increase. So don't give up. Keep going down this healing journey, and know that you are able to clear all this psychological stuff that's weighing you down. Just keep working at it, because you will become lighter, you will become stronger, and you're going to continue to transform throughout your whole life. Don't let this month make you question that. And best of luck to you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, the Mercury retrograde is taking place in your 10th house of career and reputation. So when the retrograde starts on the 5th, that is a time for you to reanalyze your career choices and to reflect upon how far you've come in your career, and to potentially reincorporate past career opportunities that you may have missed, things that you overlooked, that you missed the significance on. So if you work with this retrograde in the correct way, it can actually benefit you, because you can revisit things from your past in regards to your career that can actually help you move forward. But it's going to require you to slow down a little bit, to reanalyze a little bit, to reconsider, to go backwards in regards to your career. This is not a time to take on new career opportunities, because it's going to be very difficult for you, because Mercury rules your mind and your thinking. So if you're doing something new that requires a lot of mental energy and learning how to operate in a new way, or having to understand new concepts in regards to your work and career, you will struggle and you could make mistakes and there could be miscommunications. That's why this energy supports you moving backwards and reflecting on how far you've come and which direction you're going and what elements from your past you can bring back now. Then the retrograde will continue and it will make its way back into the sign of Leo, which rules your 9th house, okay? The 9th house reflects upon your educational pursuits, your beliefs, your travel plans, your philosophical beliefs, your deeper beliefs about the world. So you could be wanting to consider relearning something, or going back to school, or studying something that you learned in school, or reflecting upon your beliefs, or reflecting upon a travel experience, or even traveling back to a place that you've already been to before. You're reconsidering your beliefs, your faith, your spiritual practices. You're reflecting upon that area of your life, and it favors you to really go within and to reconsider the past and to really focus on your beliefs. And it's not the time to adopt new beliefs or to, go on a new trip somewhere you've never been before, because it could be, a lot of things can go wrong, okay? So be aware of that, Sagittarius. Now, you're ruled by Jupiter, okay? That's your planet. Jupiter is in Gemini, and like I said, Jupiter struggles a little bit in Gemini. It can, it feels like it's drowning in information. Saturn is coming in and it is checking upon that. It's a little bit of a checkpoint, a reality check. So for you, Gemini rules your 7th house, which is relationships, partnerships. And you probably got really excited when Jupiter entered your 7th house, right? Because you're like, oh, finally, I'm going to find the one. I'm going to get married. I'm going to do all these things. If that hasn't come into fruition, you can blame Saturn, okay? Because Saturn is sitting there in Pisces and it's slowing down the process, right? Okay, it is coming in and it's bringing challenges, it's bringing obstacles, it's bringing frustration in regards to relationships. Saturn is in your 4th house, so that's your home and your family, the deepest part of yourself. There could be like childhood traumas or wounds that are coming up to make you question your ability to find love, or to have your faith in if you're even lovable. You have these insecurities, these doubts, these fears that will come up in regards to relationships this month. And it could be stuff based upon beliefs that your family instilled upon you, doubts because of something about your parents' relationship, something about your childhood could come up to kind of make you question your ability to have a successful relationship. If you're already in one, you could start to question whether, you're able to heal certain things about that relationship, or resolve certain problems, or have like the successful relationship that you've always dreamt of, or find that person, or get married, or get engaged, whatever it is. You're being challenged in that area now. And you could have the tendency to feel like it's never going to happen for you. Like fear and doubt will come up because of this square. And you could feel like you're going to question yourself, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about if you're going to be alone for the rest of your life or not. Like, this is where your mind's going to go. You cannot give in. You cannot give in to these doubts, okay? Because these are coming in to test you for a reason, to make you stronger, to make you believe in yourself more, and know that all of these setbacks, all of these challenges, all of these obstacles, they want to make you stronger, and they want to teach you something. They want to teach you how to be stronger, and they want to teach you to love yourself even more so you can attract an even better relationship, okay? I know I told you that it's coming, and with Jupiter in your 7th house, it is, but it may be delayed because of Saturn's influence, and that could be frustrating, and that can make you question everything and your ability to attract love. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's coming for you. These challenges are happening for a reason. Okay, there is a lesson in them. Focus on the lesson. Don't focus on the doubt and the fear and the frustration and the loneliness and all of that. There is going to be tension, and there is going to be the potential to lose your faith in the possibility of what you really, really want. But you deserve it, and you have to know that you deserve it, and know that you are lovable and that you deserve love. Okay? And even if you did find someone, there could be obstacles in that relationship too. Challenges that you feel like you don't even know if you can overcome. Don't give in to the doubt. Don't give in to the doubt. There's going to be a lot of challenges. Jupiter will meet up with Mars in your 7th house as well, so you'll feel this like passion and this excitement about pursuing something, but then it just might not be what you want because Mars will also square Saturn. You might be let down by somebody this month, somebody that you thought was going to provide you with something more. And it's okay, because maybe there's someone better for you, or maybe that is the person, but you need to overcome this challenge with them. Won't be easy because Mercury's in retrograde, so there goes the communication factor. You can't even figure it out through words. So you need to be easy on yourself and be okay with going slow, and don't judge yourself based on these obstacles and setbacks that you're facing. Don't judge yourself, okay? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. There is going to be a full moon as well in your third house, so this could be a time where you have some realizations about certain things, but they could be shocking because the full moon is also square Uranus, and the third house is learning, thinking, and communicating. So Mercury's in retrograde, so that area of our lives is going to be challenged anyway. But with the square to Uranus, Mercury will square Uranus, the full moon will square Uranus, so there's going to be this element of surprise and unpredictability and chaos and frustration, even more so. Pretty much everything that's happening this month is leading to a greater frustration. So just be prepared for that. The end of the month will be better. Mercury goes direct on the 28th. The Virgo season will start as well, which is your 10th house of career. So there's going to be more focus on career, and you'll learn a lot this month, and you can come out on the other side much, much stronger and much more confident. But keep going and don't give up. You have Venus in your 10th house all month, right? So there is going to be that emphasis on career. And then the sun will go into your 10th house on the 22nd as well. So there'll be this emphasis on career, shining in your career success, which will be great, especially because Mercury will be going direct on the 28th. And, the sun will already be in your 10th house, so you can start to move forward again. But you kind of have to deal with a lot of stuff beforehand. There's a lot of challenges that you need to overcome before you can move forward, and it's super frustrating. So go easy on yourself. You're going to have to look backward on your career, and at the end of the month you're going to be able to move forward with new insights, new inspiration, new realizations, but allow yourself to slow down. And then when the sun goes into Virgo and Mercury's direct, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. You're gonna have so much more clarity. So just stick it out. Don't lose faith in yourself. Don't lose faith in your ability to find love, because it's coming for you. It's just taking a little longer than you thought. Capricorn, the Mercury retrograde is happening in your 9th house of higher education, your beliefs, your philosophical beliefs, and of travel. So you are going to be reconsidering your beliefs from the past. You're going to be reassessing your current beliefs and asking yourself, are these beliefs that I've adapted in my life, are they serving my highest good? If not, you may have to reconsider them. You are looking to your past educational pursuits as well. Maybe you're relearning something from your past. You could be retaking a class or revising something that you've worked on in the past in regards to your education. You could be rereading a book or reviewing your notes from a college course that you've taken, reviewing your beliefs, your deeper philosophical beliefs. You could be re-exploring philosophical beliefs that you had in the past, re-exploring spiritual beliefs that you've had in the past. You could be revisiting a country or a place that you visited in the past that helped you expand your worldview. It's all about looking backwards, okay, in regards to your beliefs, as Mercury is retrograding in your 9th house. Now, Mercury retrograde will retrograde back into your 8th house. And your 8th house is deep psychological truths and understanding, your psyche, buried trauma, transformation, healing. 8th house also represents your shared finances with your partner. So you're going to be reviewing all of that. You're going to be reviewing your healing and transformation journey, how far you've come. You could be re-looking at things from your past pain, past trauma, things that you thought that you healed can come up again to be looked at, to be healed even deeper. You could be looking at past psychological issues or pain that you had. It could be coming up again. Past traumas, things that you thought that you dealt with. This is a time to reflect. You could be reincorporating past healing methods, healing practices. Maybe you did something in the past that really benefited you, but you kind of stopped doing that thing. Well, this is a time when you can reincorporate it. Maybe you're revisiting a therapist, or revisiting a healer, revisiting a shaman, trying some sort of spiritual practice that you did before that was very healing for you. It could even be like plant medicine. If you did it in the past, it really helped you. This is a time to reconsider it. Anything that you've done in the past that helped towards your greater healing and transformation could be reconsidered now, and it could actually help you now. But you're looking to the past, you're looking to the buried trauma, you're dealing with the buried trauma. I know it doesn't sound fun, but that's just the name of the game. You're reconsidering past financial choices that you've made, maybe with you and your partner in regards to your shared resources. You could be reconsidering the choices that you made, the investments, the loans. You may have some issues come up with past loans that come up now. So be wary of that, okay? It's, nobody likes a retrograde, but there's the opportunity to become even stronger, okay, if we use it towards our advantage. And we know that it's a time to slow down and to look to our past and to not be afraid of past trauma that comes up, okay? Maybe you thought you healed it and it's resurfacing. It's okay, don't be afraid of it. Be willing to look at it again and be willing to slow down. So you're ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is a big player this month, okay? Saturn is making a square to Jupiter and Mars. And it's, Saturn met up with Jupiter. That's the big one, the Saturn-Jupiter square. It met up with Jupiter in 2020, okay? So your beliefs about the world may have changed a lot during 2020. And those beliefs are going to be tested now, more so than ever. And they're going to be tested in a very challenging way, and you could face a lot of challenges. Jupiter is currently in your 6th house of work, of your routines, of your health. And you can have obstacles in those areas of your life, okay? Challenges at work, setbacks. You may have gotten really excited about stuff going on at work, and then you realize that it's not unfolding the way that you anticipated. You may have thought that you were going to have success in this area at work, or have this form of recognition from someone, and then it just turns out that it doesn't. It's going to require some more effort on your part, okay? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be as easy as you thought, okay? It's not impossible, but it's going to require you having to overcome some challenges. Maybe you're really excited about your workout routine or your health routine, and you started a new health routine or a new workout routine, and you are not getting the results that you want. Does that mean you're going to give up on your health? Does that mean you're going to give up on wanting to create this specific physique for yourself or have the type of energy levels that you want to have? Are you going to give up just because it's not happening as fast as you want it to? Or are you going to keep going and you're going to put more effort in? Are you going to lose faith in your capabilities to have that success in your job and in your practical reality? You're an earth sign, okay? You're attuned to the physical world, and you are meant to thrive in the physical world, okay? You know what you're capable of. So are you going to let these setbacks stand in the way of your beliefs about yourself and what you're capable of doing in this physical, practical reality? I hope not. But just know that there will be these doubts that could arise, and they will challenge you. And there could be fear that arises. Saturn is in your 3rd house, okay? 3rd house of thinking and communicating. So you may have been communicating more seriously, getting serious about your education, getting serious about learning new skills. But maybe those skills are letting you down. Maybe you thought you knew enough to have this certain amount of success in your job, or you knew enough about your health to have success in your physical body, but this was not connected. I hope you could still hear me. See, there's so many setbacks. There's so many challenges. I actually recorded this video once before, and then it magically went away. So I'm going through the setbacks with you. So hopefully the sound didn't get messed up the first half. But like I said, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to turn off the camera and stop recording this video and just go cry in a corner. I'm going to keep going, okay? and you're going to keep going, and you're going to trust your capabilities, because you know deep down inside what you're capable of, especially in regards to the practical physical reality. And you're not going to let these challenges and you're not going to let these setbacks get in your way, Capricorn. Okay, I believe in you. And I know that a lot of your confidence is based upon your accomplishments, okay? Because that's in your nature. And you want to accomplish a lot, and you will. But it's taking a little bit longer than you anticipated, okay? It might be a little bit harder than you thought. Okay, so there's going to be a full moon in your second house, which is wealth and finances. The full moon is square Uranus, and that's happening on the same day as the Jupiter-Saturn Square, which is the 19th. So with Uranus squaring this full moon, you could have some shocks and surprises in regards to your finances, which may throw you for a loop, which will also be super frustrating, and which may also make you question your beliefs, okay? About what you're capable of. You need to go easy on yourself, okay? It's not your fault. You're learning. This is a month of learning and of becoming stronger. And you're going to have to shift, and you're going to have to adjust. And if you have an unexpected surprise in regards to your finances, it doesn't mean you're going to fail and never make the amount of money that you want to make. You have to keep going, okay? And learn from these mistakes. They are making you stronger. All right? After Mercury gets out of retrograde, you're going to have a lot of clarity. You're going to have a lot of clarity, and there's going to be an emphasis. There's going to be an emphasis on expansion at the end of the month, and it's going to get a lot easier, and you're going to gain that clarity, right? So Mercury will go direct in your 8th house. You're going to feel lighter. And then at the very end of the month, Venus will go into your 10th house, okay? Venus will enter Libra in your 10th house. So you're going to have these new creative ideas in regards to your career, and you could manifest financial growth in your career if you embrace the creativity. And things will become lighter and they'll become more fun. But there's just a lot of lessons that you need to learn leading up to it, okay? Your beliefs will be tested, and you'll be tested at work, and you do have the opportunity to become stronger. And if you overcome all of that, you can really enjoy Venus being in your 10th house and really enjoy the creative aspect of your work and career and enjoy making more money. But it's going to be a roller coaster ride, and you're going to be tested, but you will overcome it. Just don't lose faith in yourself and see these challenges as opportunities for growth and to become stronger. You'll get over this month, and you're going to come out stronger. So I wish you the best of luck, Capricorn. Aquarius, interesting month for you, because you actually start out with a new moon in your 7th house of love and relationships. So this could be the new beginning of a relationship or love, or this could be a really positive time to set some powerful intentions in regards to the type of love that you want to manifest. But use that energy at the beginning of the month, because it will be very crucial for you, because you can figure out what it is you really want out of love and set some powerful intentions so that you can attract that to you, because you're going to have challenges in that area of your life as well this month. The new moon is sextiling Jupiter and Mars, so you're receiving positive support from the universe to manifest love the beginning of the month. Then things get a little wonky, okay? So Mercury begins its retrograde on the 5th, and it's going to be in your 8th house, okay? This is a very deep psychological part of your chart. So you could be reflecting on some past psychological pain, and you could be revisiting some healing methods that you've incorporated in the past that work that you need to reincorporate again, because the past is coming up to haunt you and to bite you in the ass. And you could feel like trauma is resurfacing and you're dealing with a lot, because Mercury is retrograding in this like very deep part of your chart. You may have to reassess financial decisions that you've made with a partner as well, if you have a partner, or even anything in regards to loans that you've taken out. You may have to reconsider choices that you've made in your finances. But yeah, it's just a very deep reflective period for you with that 8th house, and just, dealing with past trauma that can be very heavy. Really looking within, really focusing on your healing. And then, so Mercury will retrograde eventually back into your 7th house, okay? In the 7th house of partnerships, of relationships. It's going to go back into your 7th house on the 14th. So with Mercury retrograde in your 7th house, you will more than likely have someone, a past lover or an ex, pop up into your life again, okay? So But there's a reason behind this. This person is coming back into your life to show you something, to show you how far you've come in regards to what it is you're looking for. And this could even be something that you decide to re-explore. Maybe it's just for the retrograde period. Maybe there's something that you need to learn or realize from this person from your past coming up again. But it's more than likely that an ex will resurface. But ultimately, it's up to you what you want to do, okay? If you want to re-explore this, or if you're just gonna walk away. You may also feel very tempted to reach out to an ex during this time. Try to resist, because most of the time, it's not, I mean, they're your ex for a reason, but you know, sometimes they do come back around to help you see something that you need to see, but it's more than likely not easy to deal with, because there's all this past stuff that comes up along with their energy. So be aware of that. Now, I really want to talk about this Jupiter-Saturn square. So Jupiter is in your 5th house. Saturn is in your 2nd house of finances. And then Jupiter is abundance and expansion. And your 5th house is creativity, love, romance, so much. Like love is on your mind. And you may have felt like this excitement in regards to love and romance and dating. But this month is kind of making you question all of your excitement. And you know, you could even be pursuing something or someone. Then you realize, like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. This is not unfolding the way that I wanted. This romance that I've believed in for so long, it's just not what I thought. It's not happening the way that I wanted it to happen. And you start to question yourself, and you start to question your ability to find love, or to have the right love, or to resolve problems in your current dating life. All of this doubt and insecurity comes up, okay? And it's very uncomfortable, and you start to wonder whether it'll ever happen for you at all, if the right type of love, the one that you've been waiting for, is ever going to happen. It's being delayed, but not denied, okay? It's coming for you. It's just taking longer, and this energy is meant to instill stronger faith and stronger beliefs, knowing that you are meant to have this beautiful love. You are lovable. You deserve love, but you need to love yourself, okay, as much as you possibly can throughout all these challenges and setbacks, okay? Because you will feel inclined to question whether it's going to work out for you or not. And you need to continue to believe in yourself, because it will, and it's coming. Jupiter will be in Gemini for a while. It's, you know, squaring Saturn on and off, so there will be challenges in regards to love and even creativity. This could be affecting you on a creative level, where you're questioning your own creative abilities. Can I do this? Am I creative enough? Like, does my voice even matter? Does my expression even matter? It does, but these are the doubts and the fears and the negativities that could come into play this month. But it's the universe trying to see how strong you really are and how much you really believe in yourself. Okay, do not give up. It's coming for you. You're just going through a period of obstacles. Now, you're also having a full moon in your sign on the same day that Jupiter squares Saturn, which is the 19th. You're having a full moon in Aquarius. And so this is your full moon. You will get to see how your hard work is paying off. Something will come into fruition. Something will come into culmination in regards to the efforts that you put into yourself. Now, this full moon is also squaring off with Uranus, and that could bring a little bit of a shock value to this time, where the results that you get are a little bit unexpected and will throw you for a loop. And it'll be hard to process, because you're already going through so many challenges with the retrograde, with the squares to your 5th house, and then a full moon square Uranus in your sign. And whatever unexpected shock or surprise comes to you at this time, it's going to want to knock you down. It might stress you out. It might make you question things even more, to be honest. But this is your ultimate test. You still have Pluto in your sign, okay? at the same degree where the Jupiter and Saturn alignment happened in 2020, mind you, okay? So there is some element of transformation that wants to be revealed now. And I think that this month in itself has the ability to transform you in so many ways, because a lot of these alignments are happening in very powerful places, like, you know, a retrograde in your 7th house, like it's going to manifest quite potently as something that you're faced with head on, like a person coming to challenge you. Could be an ex, you know, and full moon in your house. It's the direct results of your efforts on yourself. But there's going to be some sort of a wake-up call. In so many areas of your life, you're getting like this wake-up call in regards to love, in regards to relationships, in regards to yourself and your belief in yourself, and in regards to your healing and how is your deeper psyche affecting all of this? You're going to really have to ask some deep questions. And this isn't a month to run away. This is a month to face it head on, because you could really come out on the other side of this a lot stronger. But continue to believe in yourself, please, and know that you are worthy of a great love, and you are capable of it, and you do deserve it. But continue to love yourself and to forgive yourself for the mistakes, and know that these setbacks and obstacles and frustrations doesn't mean that it's not possible. Anything is possible. It's just taking longer than you thought. So don't get discouraged and continue to believe in yourself. You got this, Aquarius. I believe in you. All right, good luck. Pisces. So there will be obstacles, there will be setbacks, and there will be challenges this month for you. There is a Mercury retrograde happening in your 7th house, Virgo, which rules partnerships and relationships. So more than likely, you could have exes come up from the past that want to re-explore something with you. This Mercury retrograde is from the 5th to the 28th, okay? It's starting in your 7th house, and it's moving into your 6th. So from the 5th to the 14th, it's going to be all about relationships for you. You are going to be revisiting past problems in your relationships. If you're in a relationship, you could have an issue from the past come up again to be re-looked at. A conflict from the past arises again to be looked at. If you're single, you could have exes from the past come back around. Even if you're not single, they may come up. If you are single and you want to re-explore something with a past lover, there could be an important lesson there for you. They're coming back around for a reason. There's something that you may have missed in regards to your own needs, in regards to relationships that a person from your past, an ex-lover, ex-partner could show you and could reveal to you during this time. You may feel very tempted to pick up the phone and call an ex, and they're going to feel the same, and they might pop up and call you. Ultimately, it's up to you what you want to do in that situation. But this is a time to look backwards in regards to relationships and think about what you've learned from relationships, and think about your past relationships and if your actions were wise or not. It's kind of a reflective period on what it is you really want out of relationships, what you've learned from your past relationships, how you've changed, how far you've come. And there could have been lessons from past relationships that you've overlooked. This is your chance to reincorporate those lessons and to make sure that they stay with you as you're moving forward, when you do begin to move forward. And the retrograde will go back into your 6th house of work, health, and daily routines. And that's after the 14th. So you could start re-exploring past job opportunities that you may have missed, relearning things in regards to your job and things that help you at work. You could be re-exploring past health routines, past workout routines that benefited you in the past. You can bring them back now. This is not a good time to start a new job or to start a new project at work or to start a new health routine or workout routine, because it may not go very well because your mind is not attuned to taking in new information. Your mind will be attuned to exploring information from the past, okay? And reincorporating things from our past, in your case, in regards to your daily routines, your work and your health habits, okay? So you may want to reincorporate health habits that benefited you in the past, or even routines. There could have been a nighttime routine that you did that helped you sleep better, that optimizes your energy, or a morning routine that you want to reincorporate. So be more attuned to what you can bring back as opposed to moving towards something new. Now, your ruler, Jupiter, is making a huge aspect this month, which is going to directly impact you. Jupiter will be squaring Saturn on the 19th, which is a huge energy that you'll be feeling the entire month. Now, you've already been very challenged over the past year, more than a year, since last March, since Saturn entered your sign. You have been challenged more than any other sign because Saturn is the planet of limitation and restriction. And Saturn, in a sense, has been helping you. But remember, I said Saturn is the harsh teacher. So you've been challenged and you've been tested, and you're going to continue that until next year, but you're coming out so much stronger. You're already so much stronger because of all the trials and the tribulations that you faced recently. Okay. And now your ruler is being challenged by Saturn. So it just adds another layer to that because it's yourself, and your beliefs about yourself are being tested, and your beliefs about the world are being tested. In 2020, your ruler Jupiter met up with Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, and you may have instilled some new beliefs about yourself and the world during that time. This period is coming into like a checkpoint to see how strongly you've instilled those new beliefs and how strong your faith really is. Okay, Jupiter is in your 4th house of home and family. So you may have felt very excited about expanding upon your family. You may have felt excited about moving to a new place or a project in your home, or excited about your healing and healing your childhood and healing relationships with your family. And you may have seen some progress in that area of healing family conflict and healing childhood trauma and growth in your family, or a project in your home, or excited about a move. You may have felt a little bit of expansion in that area, okay? But you could experience some setbacks in that same area. Like the very things that you got excited about in regards to home and family, you're going to see obstacles come in and kind of block you and make you feel limited, questioning like, are my efforts to heal my childhood trauma really doing anything? Are my efforts to heal my relationships with my family, is it really going anywhere? Is this effort for anything? Am I ever going to live in my dream home? Am I ever going to live in my dream city? And you start to question that, and your beliefs are tested about that as well, and how far you've come and the work that you've done. And there could be you could feel more inclined to doubt and to think negatively this month, and to question your efforts in regards to the deepest part of yourself and your deepest relationships with others, to question if your efforts are paying off, if you're ever going to have what you want. And you may feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't strive for this, or maybe I shouldn't strive to live in this dream home. Maybe it's never going to happen. These doubts will creep in, and it's really your choice whether or not you want to accept them as truth, or if you want to continue to choose the higher choice and believe that anything is possible. But you also have to accept that it may be a little bit harder than you imagined, and there could be more work that is required, which could be heavy. And you'll have stuff come up from your subconscious mind, buried stuff, because there's a full moon in your 12th house, which is the subconscious. So you could have some realizations about what's been buried deep within you that may have been blocking you, and this is an opportunity to release. But whatever does come up during the full moon, which is on that same day, the 19th, it's squaring off with Uranus, and there's this shock and the surprise, and unexpected stuff could come up in regards to your subconscious, and you could realize that you've had all these subconscious blocks that you didn't know about, and it could throw you for a loop. Don't be afraid of it. It's okay. This is a chance to clear, to release, to become more aware, to instill deeper belief in yourself and your abilities, because you've grown so much. You've grown more than you realize with Saturn's journey through your 1st house, okay? You are being tested. You've been tested. You've been being tested for over a year now. So this is just adding more to that testing, and it could be geared towards issues at home and issues in your family. So you will overcome this, okay? And you get to choose what you want to believe after this month. You could choose to feed the fears, or you can choose to continue trusting yourself ultimately, and trusting that anything is possible. You are being challenged, you are being tested. You're going to have a lot of realizations. Some of them could be quite frustrating, but this isn't the time to take on anything new. This is the time to slow down, to sit with your feelings, to reflect on how far you've come, to realize how strong you are, and ultimately realize how much you've transformed during this period. So don't give up. You can do anything. Anything that you believe that you could do, you can do, even if something comes in to shake that belief and to shake you to your core. But this is the test. And it's your choice whether you overcome it or not. But I believe in you, Pisces, and I think that you could do it. So I wish you the best of luck. And that concludes your horoscopes for August 2024. I wish everyone the best of luck. Thank you so much for being here. Please feel free to comment and leave your feedback down below. Thank you for everything. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to go within. It's okay to reflect. This is not the month to trudge ahead and to move forward. This is a very internal month. It could be frustrating, but ultimately we are coming out stronger on the other side. All right, guys, thanks again, and we'll talk again in the next video.